Welcome to the Business SOS podcast. This is Sierra, president of Florida Small Business Legal Center. This is episode 140 of the Business SOS podcast. Thank you for supporting me for the last 2.5 years as we continue our quest to episode 200. We're getting closer little by little. Today, we're going to continue our conversation. Last week, we had our guest, Renata and Milton Lewinsky, and my co-host, my wife, Sharon Sierra. We continue our conversation about running the preschool. They are the owners of my first year's preschool in Davie, Florida. So we'll continue our conversation. Go ahead, Sharon.
So tell me about your preschool, a little bit more about what you have to offer that's special.
We offer so much, and one of the things that it's our key offering is we teach 3-year-olds and older how to play chess.
I wanted to ask you about that.
We have an amazing program. It's Storytime Chess. And the method that they use, like when we heard about it, was how come 3-year-olds can play chess? The method they use is so smart. They get children really engaged and involved in it. Every piece has a character. And they start telling the story. For example, King Chomper, he likes to eat so much and he loves pizza and he puts food in his pockets. And because he's so heavy, he can only walk one step at a time. So kids start learning how to move the king. The king cannot go from this space to the last space. Like, it has to go one at a time. So it's very smart the way they do it.
The queen, she's skinny. She can go all over.
Yeah. Is that a curriculum that already is that
it's a
you
program.
purchased?
It's a program made
Okay.
for that.
We purchased this program.
Yeah.
We include it in our curriculum. Parents don't pay a penny extra for that. And it's amazing because also every child gets a journal that we put their name, and they do activities after each lesson. They have activities that are related to that lesson. And then when the teacher closes the lesson on her computer, the parents receive an email. This is what your child learned today, and also giving them tips of things that they can do at home with the kids related to that lesson.
And that's for the chess class?
For the chess.
Oh,
yeah.
And who teaches that?
All the teachers.
All the
teachers went to training. The teachers from the 3-year-olds, the 4s, and VPK, not the younger ones. But the teachers, they went to training for that, and they teach the kids.
And it's very important because they learn how to share, how to wait for one play and you...
To take turns, yeah. They learn how to take turns. And the chess, it helps them in so many areas of development because it helps them with critical thinking, math skills, social skills like taking turns, and it's...
They need to start thinking out of the box.
Yeah. It's really amazing what it does with the kids and how the kids learn and how they like it.
Sure.
And we also have extracurricular activities. So we offer soccer and ballet. Yes. So we have a coach. We hire these companies that they come to the school. So we host it there. The parents, they deal directly with the companies because these are extracurricular. But the soccer coach comes once a week. He takes the kids outside and he really practices and teaches them. And the ballet, they do presentations at the end of the year. So it's very cute. They do rehearsals and present at the end of the year. It's very cute. The kids love it. The girls love it.
You have a Zumba program too?
Yeah, the Zumba, the teachers are so energetic and the kids love the Zumba classes. They love it.
I think one of the favorite classes for
I think it's one of the favorites. It's a lot of fun, and it's also always, everything is a learning opportunity also. So even like the Zumba, all these sports, it helps them with gross motor skills. So we believe a lot in that, yeah.
So I saw on your website that it says that you believe in expanding children's comfort zones. What does that mean? Where did that come from?
Because when they're, let's say, comfortable with something, they need a challenge. They need to be pushed. They're sponges, like we said. They're sponges. They can learn so much. So when they're already used to something that they're too comfortable, we always bring something new, something that changes, something that they can experiment new. So And kids tend to want to repeat things. So they ask the teachers always for the same stories, like they liked. So, of course, we do a little bit of that because they love it. But the teachers also always bring something new. Okay, today we have a new story. Today we have a new activity. And always bringing something new. And sometimes they're not comfortable with that.
And if you don't challenge, they get bored. Then you have a behavior. You have a behavior problem.
That's true. That's true. Behavior is communication. Yes.
Yes.
They're telling you something.
Yes.
A lot of times it's on board.
Yes.
Yes. So they need that. They need that push. They need to get out of their comfort zone to grow, like us, all of us. Like when we're out of our comfort zone, that's when we're growing. And the kids, it's the same thing with the kids.
Like me today, for example.
Exactly.
I'm going to start circle time with you.
Like me, for example, it's not my comfort zone to be in front of microphones and cameras, but yeah.
How do you balance that learning and play?
It needs a balance. It needs a balance. But even though there's a balance, there's always a learning intention. Everything is a learning opportunity. So even when they're lining up to go outside, so the teacher might say, okay, Johnny, you go first in line. And Lauren, you're going to be behind Johnny. So, and then they come to another girl and they say, okay, so Stephanie, you're going to be between Lauren and Johnny. So even when they think they're just lining up to go outside, they're learning something. They're learning front, behind, first, between, second, third. So there's always a learning opportunity.
Or like they building with magnets a house or building. Yes. How many floors? Let's count which color is. Always you bring a question for they think. And I said, not do.
The teachers are always doing open-ended questions for the kids to expand their thinking. And the balance between learning and play, like there's the structure learning that we follow in the curriculum with the structured learning. But when they're playing, let's say they have free play time. Let's say they're in the traumatic area in the classroom where they have the keychain, where the teachers sit with them and they're playing with them. So they're leading the activity because they're just playing. They don't think they're learning.
So it's not totally free time for them. It's structured free time.
It's free time, but the teacher is there asking them questions. So also what you're cooking, what are you cooking? You're cooking eggs? Okay, how many parts does the egg have? It has the whites and they have the yolks. So how many colors? And how does it taste like? There's always questions about it. They don't realize they're playing. They're really playing.
And they're learning at the same time.
But they're learning at the same time, yeah.
That's wonderful.
And that also improves communication because there's always new words that teachers are bringing to them, especially when they're 2-year-olds. Like, they're always the open-ended questions. Sometimes they're thinking about something. Okay, so what are the parts? And they don't understand. Oh, this is a yolk. So they're always teaching them something new, and that improves communication. They're learning new words.
Do you have a set curriculum that you use, or have you designed the curriculum?
No, we have a set curriculum. We have Learning Beyond Paper.
Okay.
Yeah. And we incorporated the chess to the curriculum that we have.
But what is Learning Beyond Paper?
It's a set curriculum that you buy, like a lot of schools.
You license it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually the big chains, schools, the franchises, they build their own curriculum. But
The independent school like
the
us.
independent schools like us, we buy a set curriculum from a company that do the curriculum. And based on research, the Learning Beyond Paper was an amazing curriculum. It's very hands-on. It's a STEM curriculum. And STEM is like science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So all that is incorporated. And it's very hands-on. Like it's a lot of hands-on. They build a lot of things.
You go up to VPK.
Yes.
For the students that you have during the day. Do you have aftercare?
We do.
And what age does that go up to?
We do. So when they go to elementary school, I think all of our aftercare schools is either older kids that they move to elementary school and they have younger siblings with us. So we pick them up. We have our van And we pick them up from the elementary schools in the area. We bring them to school. And there's a teacher that helps them to do their homework and then play with them, do activities and games with them until the parents come and pick them up. So it's easier for parents that come pick up the little ones that are with us, so they pick up the older ones too. We give them snacks when they come from their school, and they love it. And other kids also that are in our preschool program are kids that, even if they don't have a younger sibling with us, they graduated from our school. They graduated our VPK, went to elementary school, and now they come to us for after school.
Do you see a difference in, I know not every parent wants to put their child in pre-K so early. So do you see a difference between the ones that have come through you into the pre-K program and the ones that just came for pre-K and haven't had that experience previously?
Big time.
Huge difference. Huge difference.
What kind of differences do you see?
The children that come straight to VPK without ever being to school before, they don't have the social skills. They don't know how to share. They don't know how to play. And
they have a lot of anxiety, separation with the mother or the father.
I saw a lot of that post-COVID.
Yeah. And also they're behind in terms of learning. Like I had a parent that I did a tour with a parent yesterday, and her son is 4 years old. And so she came to see the school to put him in VPK in August. And she asked me, but why do we need VPK? Why can't they just go to elementary school? When I went to elementary school, I was in kindergarten just drawing. We just started learning at first grade. And I told her it's not like that anymore. Oh. They're learning, at 1 year old, they're learning numbers. When they move to the 2-year-old classroom in my school, they know all the numbers. They know the shapes. They know the colors. They're sponges. So you're missing the years that their brain is developing, that they learn so easily.
And not just that, because when they stay home, the screen time go exponential.
Yes.
And today we face this in the school. Kids who stay in screen time, video games, TV, they facing a lot of problems.
Yes.
They facing a lot of problems. And we understand sometimes for the parents, they work the whole day, they want a little bit of peace. Give a tablet for the kids play for 2-3 hours, the parents rest, but the damage they doing for the kids. And when the kids are in the school, they don't have screen time. They play with kids, hands-on, developing motor skills. It's completely...
When we started VPK this year, last year, this school year, we had a child that came to school and he didn't want to be there because all he wanted to do was screen time. And we would ask him, and his first days were hard for him. But what do you like to do? We wanted to bring something for him that he liked for the first days for him to feel comfortable. I only like screen.
I only like my tablet and my TV.
So, and nowadays, if you see this child, he went a long way, and now he enjoys playing outside. He enjoys playing with other kids.
He
socializes. He's a different child.
So important.
Yeah.
So important.
So the more they stay home, the more screen they have, and it's a damage for their brains.
So I have an idea. By law now, you cannot give a screen for a child under 2 years old.
Really? Yeah.
By law.
I know that. Yeah. Like in the summer, sometimes we have movie times, but the 2-year-olds are never on a screen. Never. By law, they can't be on a screen.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Didn't know that either. Yeah.
Yes. So only after 2 years old. But even after 2 years old, like we don't have screens. We have screens that we do, like sometimes some chess lessons are on the big TV and things like that, only educational. But and in the summer, some movie time. But we don't teach them with screen. VPK, yes, computers, because it's different also. It's learning.
So how do you incorporate that technology into the VPK classroom?
Well, it's the teacher it's a work being done by the teacher, because she just brings things that it's interesting for
educational
them.
Material.
Educational, but also things that they like,
but limited.
Limited, very limited. It's just for them to have some contact with technology, because nowadays also at the same time, it's very challenging because at the same time the screen is really bad for them. It's part of their lives.
Yeah.
That they can't live without it. So
Needs to be balanced.
just for them to learn how to touch a mouse, how to, do a few things to be familiar with some technology, because they're going to need that when they go to real school.
Yes.
So, we just introduce them a little bit. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's just educational, introducing them to some technology.
So how do you support students that have special needs when they come into you? Like if a parent says, I have my kids here and I have my 3-year-old and I have my 4-year-old, but my 4-year-old is he has some special needs. Can you accommodate that student?
Yes, we are not specialized in special needs. Our teachers, they are trained for the typical child, the atypical, kids that have special needs. We don't have that extra training, but we try to accommodate everybody. What happens usually when they have special needs, usually most of the time, like 90% of the time, they come already with a plan for therapy.
Okay.
Or a therapist that comes to the school and work with them.
So you can accommodate that.
Yes.
We can accommodate that. We have a room that a therapist comes, they take the child to that room and they work with them and then bring them back in the classroom. Usually
Speech
it's a 50
therapy
minute.
or behavior therapy.
Speech therapy is very common, that we have therapists that come and take the children to that other room, do the speech therapy 50 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes, and bring them back in the classroom. And like we talked about before, like sometimes when they need RBT, which is the registered behavior technicians, like they come also, and those are mostly in the classroom with the child, like shadowing the child is most for behavior. But special needs, we accept therapists. We have a plan.
You have a plan. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Because sometimes it's hard for a parent to find that, especially when they have more than one child and they want to balance it.
Yeah. We are very honest with them from the beginning. We cannot give them the therapy or the one-on-one attention that sometimes the child needs one-on-one attention. If we have an autistic child that needs one-on-one attention, the teacher, she's attending every child, even though we have 2 teachers, they can't have. So sometimes it's beneficial for the child that needs that a therapist come and stays with them, giving them that attention that they need. But we allow that to happen in our school. Not every school allowed, but we do allow it.
So you have cameras in your classrooms, and the parents have access to the cameras?
No.
Yeah.
We have 2 cameras because we want to cover every single angle. But we realize if you give access to the parents, some parents cannot even work. They keep trying to watch and they look for a hair in an egg.
Yeah.
But let's say a child fell in the floor, get hurt. The parent wants to see if it's a fell or a teacher who... We have everything recorded. We show the parents. We have a policy in our center is open doors. The parents can come anytime and walk in. We have nothing to hide. It is doing very well.
Yeah, it makes the parents feel comfortable. We do have an open door policy. It makes them feel comfortable. Really can walk at any time and pick at your child. Of course, a parent in the classroom would disrupt the classroom because the other kids get agitated with parents. But we have an open door policy that you can come and peek and look through the window.
Because there is another side. For the parents, sometimes it's very challenging to drop a kid in a school.
Yes.
We see mothers, oh my God, my baby, especially in the babies. How come I leave my 6-week babies with you and I need to work? And we need to make sure that mother feel comfortable. Then we flood her with pictures of the baby during the day, eating, changing, having fun.
Yeah, we work with an app called ProCare, very famous between schools. And the parents download the app on their phones. And through the app, the teachers send not only messages, especially if it's the baby room, the teachers send all the report, everything that happens during the day, what time they had a diaper change, what time they had a bottle, what time they had a nap. So everything that happens to the baby, it's reported through the app. And also she sends pictures every day. The older kids is not every day that the pictures are sent, but most of the days they're sending pictures of the kids also to the
And
parents.
we have some parents who call 10 times during the day. How is my kid doing? He said, let me wait. I will see in the classroom. Because I think it's part to give comfort for the
We always
parents.
put ourselves on parents' shoes. When my daughter was pregnant, she called us crying one day, and we couldn't understand what she was saying because she was crying so hard. And please breathe and let me understand what you need, because we were scared. She was pregnant. Something happened because she cried so much. And she was, I want to see a daycare. I can't leave my baby in a daycare. And I said, okay, just breathe. You're going to find a place that you'll feel comfortable. And that happened. Like, it was the first
She
daycare
found
didn't
one
like
she
it.
really feel comfortable.
Yeah.
It was very smooth.
Yeah, and she found, and so for the little ones, it's mostly daycare. Even though we have a curriculum, even for the infant room, like they stimulate the babies, like because to sit, they put them on tummy time to strengthen their backs, and so there's a curriculum also for the older ones, music time for them. Even art, some art for the ones that are already sitting and start doing things. So even for the babies, we have a curriculum. Yes.
You mentioned report. What type of report for the older kids? Do parents get a report as well?
They don't get a report for the older kids, but they can send messages to the teacher. Oh, did my child eat today? Or, he wasn't feeling okay last night. Is he okay? He's coughing.
Even the teacher, your child have an accident with have extra clothes. Can you bring something?
Yeah. It happened the other day. A child that was potty training. The mom forgot to bring back the extra clothes.
The backup.
So so the teachers, and I'm always also calling parents when we need, oh, please, can you bring some extra clothes? But the teachers are always like the first thing they see, they send messages to parents. And also they use the app to send messages like, okay, we have Valentine's Day. So we have a party in the classroom. So can you send your child dressed with a red shirt that day? They send messages like that. When we have some events going on in the school, we let parents know. When we have a general message for the parents, we always use the app to communicate.
So the parents have access to the teachers through the app?
Yes. To the teachers, to me. Okay. I'm the director, so they can reach me. They can reach the teachers through the app. And we also encourage when they bring because in some schools, you have to drop off your child at the door. You don't see the teachers. We don't like that. We encourage parents seeing the teacher. It's important for parents to see the teacher when they come to pick up their child, to see the teacher and ask the teacher, how was their day?
To see the connection.
How was his
your
day?
child.
So we believe it's important that communication, parents and teacher. We had parents that came from other schools that say, I never saw my son's teacher. I never saw her face. I don't know how she looks like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we believe it's important, that connection of parents and teacher. So even though we do communicate through the app, we also encourage the in-person communication. So if a mom brings a child in the morning and tells the teacher, oh, she didn't sleep at night, so the teacher will already know if the child is cranky during the day, she didn't sleep at night, so maybe that's why she's cranky. She just needs a little hug, a little more attention that day, We believe in that communication. We believe that communication is the key for success. And
so when you took over the business, did the staff stay with you for that?
The staff stayed with us.
It stayed, but wasn't the staff we dream.
Yeah.
We come back to the passion of kids.
We removed the bad apples.
That's what I was going to ask you.
And we kept the good ones.
Yes.
Okay.
We have a teacher that's been there for 14 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a teacher that's been there for 7 years. So we kept the good ones, but the bad apples we had to replace.
That's one of the biggest challenge in the preschool business is staffing.
Yeah.
Because the teachers was not fair remunerate for the responsibility. It is a very hard work. You need to really like what you're doing. Then we try to create a very, very healthy work environment. They need to be happy. They spend more hours working with us than in your own home.
That's true.
They need to be happy.
We're like
Once they are happy, it's not $1 or 50 cents more. They're gonna stay because they be respected, they can grow. They love to work there.
Yes,
Opportunity.
they're respected. We really treat them like family. The other day we did an event. We went bowling with them just to get them connected also with each other, and they help each other a lot. So I remember last year there was my daughter got married in a different country, and we had to travel for a week, and we told the teachers we're going to be traveling. Please help each other. We came back, and my assistant, they were so helpful. Everybody was so friendly and trying to help me and helping each other. They really feel that the vibe, and the parents feel that when they come. And we believe the happy teacher will be making a happy child in the school. So
Yeah, those teachers have a direct impact on those children.
yes, so they have to like what they do. They have to be happy. We have a very friendly environment there.
The culture of the school is very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The parents see that as well.
Yes, they feel it. And we have parents, they come for a tour and they say, I love the feeling. I love the... And also the cleanliness, because a lot of parents, one of the things that they ask when they come for a tour is about cleanliness. The teachers, that not only they keep it clean during the day, they keep the classrooms cleaned, they disinfect the toys every day at the end of the day, but also we have a cleaning company that comes 3 times a week at night and do the deep cleanings. So we keep the school very clean.
So what should a parent look for when they're looking for a preschool?
Of course, cleanliness that I just talked about, but
Love.
environment, the love,
The love.
environment.
Feel how the teach react when you're walking a tour, how the teach is approaching to you, how the director, how the kids interact with the director. There is a connection. When you see, wherever you walk in the school, the kids are smiling, they come to the director, you feel. I think this is one of the keys.
One of the things that I love is when new family is coming for a tour and they see a child crying because they don't want to leave. And there was a child crying the other day, and I asked him, why are you crying? He said, my mom came too early to pick me up. I said, what do you mean? It's almost 5. But I was playing. They're happy there.
That's
and yeah. So when they cry because they don't want to leave, it's a good cry.
It's a business that will give you a lot of joy. A lot of joy.
Yeah, well, we have a few more minutes for a few more questions.
So you provide breakfast, you said.
We provide breakfast, lunch, and snack.
And snack.
Yes, it's all included in the tuition. Yeah, it's a very healthy menu.
It's a government program. The government support the school. The way they do, wherever they
follow all the guidelines for healthy eating.
Yes, and nobody pays nothing to eat in the school.
Yeah,
and you have that for all the ages, or
all the ages,
including the babies, formulas. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that a private company that comes in and provides that?
Yeah, we have it's a catering company, and they bring the food fresh every single day.
Well balanced.
They put a warmer in our kitchen, and they bring the food fresh, done on that same day. So they put it in the warmer for half an hour and until we start.
We don't offer fried food. When they have nuggets, it's not fried.
It's baked.
It's baked. It's very, very well balanced.
Very healthy and balanced, and the kids love the food. Yeah.
So they're for lunch.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. We eat lunch there sometimes. Yeah, of course.
Yes. So, go ahead. You have a question?
No, I was just going to ask about what are red flags that a parent should look for? What's something that they should be really concerned about?
Cleanliness, connection.
If you go to a classroom, you see it's a mess. Kids running all around without structure.
No structure,
It's a red flag.
Another red flag, I would say, is children crying. Not because they want to leave. Because
they don't want to come there.
Yeah. You go to a tour and you see children crying like they're not happy and the teachers are not giving them the attention. That's a red flag.
Kids are pure.
Yeah.
You see in the face if they are happy or not. Right away.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
So on a happier note, what do you think is one of your most rewarding experiences since you've taken over in the 2 years?
Oh my God, I feel
Every
so
day.
loved. I feel so loved in this school.
Every day we feel the love. Like we feel the love for that the kids have
They
for
come
us.
to my office to hug me, say, "See you tomorrow, Mr. Lewinsky."
No, they love being there. That's rewarding, and the most rewarding is their development and see their growth and see how they start and how they finish. And from every year that they move up to a new classroom, the change is tremendous.
And the hard part when they graduate.
I was going to say, you must
Let me tell you,
tear up a little.
I miss some kids because you attach to some kids
Yeah.
in the
We
way
get attached
you
to them,
really
yeah.
miss.
Some will be there for 5 years.
Yes.
And they get attached to the teachers too. So when they move up to the classroom, they always want to go to say bye to the teacher, the classroom they were before. So it's very cute. But the love is so rewarding. But the most reward is to see their growth and development. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I want to congratulate you on your success.
Thank you.
This is a very great story as you went from one business dealing with pools to a business of preschool and made it successful. Certainly, it's a great story. Congratulations to both
Yes.
of you.
Yeah.
And thank you.
so much,
Thank
Rich.
you.
And we are expanding. Just last thing, we're expanding because we're doing so well. We're building 2 new classrooms. So
Wow.
we're going to be able to have more kids. Yeah.
So tell us again, how can people find you?
We are located on University Drive between Sterling
5559 South University.
5559 South University Drive between Sterling and Griffin. We are in a plaza behind the car wash, and there's a Denny's, and there's a Lakeshore store, Wood You Furniture, and across from Target. Yes, but we're inside the plaza, so we're not visible from the street. But with the address, with the GPS, it's very easy to find. 5559 South University Drive. You can.
That's Davey.
That's Davey, yes. And there's a map on our website also showing our location. The website is myfirstyearspreschool.com.
And for someone who is looking to business, want to reach us, to please.
Yeah.
We love to help people too.
No, thank you. And the phone number is
954-252-7840.
well, Renata and Milton. Thank you for being my guest today. Thank you, Sharon, for being the host today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Reese. Thank you, Sharon.
It was a great show. Again, anybody has any questions about any the topics we covered today or any other subject in the podcast, my email is rich@richsierra.com. My phone number is 866-842-5202. Our website is floridasmallbusinesslegalcenter.com. If you want to watch this podcast via video, our YouTube channel is youtube.com/Richard Sierra. Remember my book, Business SOS, A Common Legal Mistakes, Business Owners Make and How to Avoid Them. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can ask for your local bookstores as well. Until next week, this is Rich Sierra. Remember that my goal is to help you succeed.